Alright, so let's get these out of the way. Got room. Have a look. So we're going to have a look at these guys to start us off, because these guys look like they're pretty easy to get out of their packaging. We've got some plastic around here that's kind of holding them in, which we can just hidden in behind there. So how this pops off is we have tape in here, that pops forward. We have there holding that. No, well, there might have been some kind of glue. There's like glue. I thought it would have been closer, but it is not. It's a little bit deeper in. I nicked it a little bit, but not enough. Glue's really in there, so come in here. Under those tabs. Should be able to just get that out nice. So there he is there. He's got his little accessories down here. We can just get that under here. Peel that off. Oh, don't get too carried away. Alright, so that's cut off there. So the packaging is as well quite interesting. But we don't need those, they're cardboard. Basic cardboard. Nothing cool like the other packagings. Black cards with more detail are way more high sorted for myself here. Alright, so the accessories are in a weird little tray. That one there. And that one there. We've got the blade and the hook. It's not too bad. Nice little hook there. And then we've got a nice little dagger here. Cha-cha-cha. Get over here. So Trapjaw has some nice movement. A bit stiff. So that's got the motion there. Pretty cool. Rubber there. Do some, I guess that kind of gives it motion so you can grab it. Easier to turn. We can put his dagger on there, I guess, if we want to. Little stabby. Yeah. It's pretty cool. And with full rotation, that opens up like so. Well, most of it opens up like that. There we go, nice little swing. But yeah, so it's got that. Put that aside. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So we'll put him up there. Oh, look at Roboto. Same thing as here. Oh, wait. There's no... Oh, no, it's along the front. I got myself confused. Along the front there. Pop the sides out. Now look at the back if you want to beforehand. That's actually pretty cool how that looks. Actually more portioned in compared to the other packaging. We'll just open that up here. Hold it. Okay, we're gonna have to cut the tape here. That one there. And this one here. Put them out here, like so. Again, not kind of worried about this cardboard packaging or the action. Weird action. Okay, Roboto. Very, very different. Very different. Still got the clear chest piece, which has the it shows the engine block core, but it's protected. But it's interesting they went with a different design. Again, there's a little gear piece we can grab there. But yeah, it's very different. Mobility in the legs still. There and there. We got hip bendy. This one actually has foot rotations, where he doesn't have his feet are stiff. I think like the other figures, his feet are stiff. Roboto's the only one that's got the ability. We've got waist movement, of course, because he is the twisty action. When he turns, he opens his blaster up. Head has some mobility. It's awkward to turn. Arms move up and down. On the side, this one does not. Oh no, this one does not. This one's just got that trigger motion. That where this one swings up, that swings up, and the wrist is supposed to move by looks of it there, but it does not want to go. It's a no-go. Maybe it's more for rolling. Interesting. So yeah, pretty cool design. Very different. Very more modern, techie, sci-fi style genre look compared to more of a bulkier classic design. I guess less transformy and more robot, but it feels like maybe more Pacific Rim style mech than a Transformer bot, which is interesting. So yeah, got a bit of decent weight to him too. Next to Trapjaw, he's large-ish, but not massive. So that's comparable. Put them over there. Now we will get into a Skel Knight. Skel Knight, one of the henchmen, one of Skeletor's new and improved henchmen. Pretty cool. He's got a sword there. Very basic, straightforward principle. The fact he's a guard. There we go. Here we go. This is what we like. His strength is is it a 5? 5 on the strength. Is that like sword? Is it 7? I don't know. 1. I don't know how it is. Mechanically minded. It's kind of like low. Kind of not fast, but they're deadly. I don't know the stats. I don't know what these stats are, but yeah, Skeletor, Meka Neck, and Skel Knight. But yeah, we know what to do here. We're going to get the blade here, and as always, it's got the little hidden glued tab across the bottom. So we're going to go around here and just slice this off. Nice and simple. Nothing crazy. Oh, say nothing crazy, and then we get stuck. We did start in a good spot, and then we went too high. Gotten caught on the second layer. Alright, so we got to that spot there, and that should just peel open like so. And out. Pull the Skel Knight. That's a sword. Write that down. Very crunchy. So yeah, so black base body undersuit for the figure. Muscular legs like the rest of the normal kind of things that they do. So I have to pop this off. I want to have a look at the end. Okay, it doesn't detach at the hips like most of the figures. It doesn't actually detach. Curious if it has. It does have a click off for that. The base underneath has a generic look like most of the figures do. Basic muscle build. So it's very straightforward. And then where's the connectors for the, oh, so it is that there. These are interesting. They glued these down? Okay, so the chest piece does come off, but they've glued them down. That's okay. So the shoulder pieces are actually looped around, like connected onto the chest piece. The chest piece is loose, but it's glued. So there and there are glued. So that's interesting that they've done that. Yet they made that detachable. But then that's solid, that doesn't pull apart. So what's, I don't know, it's interesting. It's interesting. So we'll put this little skirt back on. But yeah, so knee, only at the knee joint bends, no feet movement. Arms, shoulder, and then the hands move. So very, very straightforward, very simple. That's in there. Very simple. I mean, doesn't need to be overly crazy. Head come off. Okay. Okay, so no neck. There's no actual. It's a solid headpiece. Doesn't wobble. It's just straight neck, straight head. So that's interesting. Limited movement. Limited movement with the Skel Knight. Let's put him there over there for now. Let's go on to Meka. Meka Neck. One of the ones that I iconically remember, with his creepy, freakishly long mechanical giraffe neck. Let's go across here. And let's try and get this. Like so. Oh, I forgot to show the back. Castle Grayskull as always. Good guy. Has Grayskull. Strength. Okay, it kind of goes up. Yep, his sight. He's got good sight. Really good sight. Is it because he's got his long neck? You can see better. Higher the height, longer the eyesight. Don't know how that works. Yep. Let's chuck this out of the way. Alright. Meka Neck, he has a blaster. Little pew pew. Oh, that's. Okay, tie down. Little pew pew. Pew 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 pew. So he's got one extra neck extender. Up there. He's in a very squatted, seated position. I think he's ready to ride. So that's all the parts in that. So yeah, it's very creepy with this long neck, but it's designed to be extended. So let's straighten him out again. Knee movement, like most of them, no foot movement. He's got very stiff waist movement, but he's got a belt on. The belt is not attached to anything else, but I'm not seeing a separation of the mold where it would pop into two. So that is interesting. Hand rotation, elbow rotation, chicken wing dance. Chest piece is a solid red fragment that is technically separate, but they've like glued it to the body. So theoretically, you could, with some Jimmy work, because again, it's super glued on, remove that and have a raw body. So let's turn the head down. So it's a stiff neck there. There's one neck extender. Good. So that's the two necks there. I can't get these ones together. It's always a pain. Okay. Weird mechanical neck. I feel like when you have, so that's the normal length there. So that's normal head body ratio there. Having the one just feels weird because I'm always used to him like having the really long neck, being super geeked out. So having like either no long neck is great. Otherwise, you need to go like max head and make him super giraffe. Like I feel like that's normal. But when he has like a medium, like long neck, a medium neck, he just seems weird. But when he's got like a long neck like that, he seems completely fine. It's just that half spot just makes it very uncomfortable for me. So, Meka Neck, the man metal giraffe, pretty cool, pretty straightforward. Nothing like overly changing on his design here. Like I said, just like Trapjaw, nothing really changing drastically in the original design. So he's very close to his original design. Like I said, besides Roboto, he's like way different. Extremely different, so let's put that there. Now we're going to move on to the final piece for this video, and that is Skeletor. And he does look freaking great. He looks absolutely amazing. So, get into there, start cutting. Oh, before I further. The back. Again, Snake Mountain. Skeletor's got some good strength, some magic power, some good, I guess that must be staff power, and then very minded and very evil. I'm assuming. I don't know what the rate, like I said, I don't know what the stat ratios are. So I don't actually know what to really compare them with, like how it's supposed to make sense. But let's go around here. I'm tempted to maybe get some more Skeletors and do some customs at the movie range. Very tempted. I definitely feel like I want to get some more Skel Knights for the set to make a proper army because they are the henchmen. So I feel like the mindless henchmen there should be multiples of, which would be cool. Okay, so shoddy there with the slide through. But yes, Skeletor. Oh god, Skeletor. We have Skeletor. Jared Leto himself. Staff actually looks very weird. In this form, the staff looks very geeked out as a ram. That ram head on this staff looks kind of goofy. So, oh my god, the staff. Kind of goofy. But then you've got Skeletor. Just popping him out. Look at that. He's just man over power over. Rip him free. Look at this guy. Look at Skeletor. Isn't he absolutely amazing? Oh, his arm's a bit. Oh, what's going on with the arm there? Oh, his arm's a bit chicken wing dinged. So, movement there, semi-movement because of the cape. But it got stuck there for a moment. I couldn't bring the arm down. I felt like it was gonna kind of snap almost. I was like, ooh. But you got movement there. Knee movement, no foot movement. He's got that wrap cloth around there. Which, does it pop off? It does not. I don't know how they managed to get that on, but I'm looking at some strain on this. So I'm kind of confused if the body... The body does not separate. Possibly slid over. It does feel very stretchy. I'm not seeing a join or a clip of where it might have... So it seems like it's a solid piece, but I'm seeing some strain on the sides here. So I don't think you can really see it. But it's stretchy, but I'm seeing when I pulled this back, I'm seeing some straint, so I feel like that this has been stretched over his legs, and I can definitely see the fact that I'm pulling it back and I'm seeing the white already. That means that was already pre-strained stretch, and there's some there too. So this is clearly like stretched over the waist to get on, and then the cape is weirdly like the hood has got its own piece. So I can disconnect the head. There's that of the hood. It has its own little cape drape down there. And then the cape is actually connected to the shoulders through the back, connect on the back. But the front part's actually glued on to the chest piece there. It's actually glued in. And then, yeah, so again, that's what I said. That's why I'm kind of curious about getting some more of these and maybe looking at like stripping them back a bit and custom working with them. Which is not too bad because I do kinda want. Oh, what the hell's going? No, his arm's the wrong way. Oh, his whole arm was the upside down. What the hell? Oh, it's popped there a bit too. It's very stretched out there. That's bit warped. Okay. Compared to like normal Skeletor, which I'll bring in now. Like the body that's separate and that's separate. Like they come off, but like like he's just got normal feet, where like the classic has these weird kind of demonic feet, and it's just interesting that they've gone with more of a simple boot design and not really kind of added a foot to it or shaped the boot or done anything crazy with it. It's just very generic kind of wrap look. I mean, it's got like a lot of detail to it, but they've played it very safe. I mean, the head is cool. That's like the most coolest part out of it. Like that there, like there's the glimmer of like off the red in the eyes. You can just see it there. Skull. Like there's so much skull detail behind this as well. It's like I would love again to like say take the hood off, the cowl off, and just have like the skull free. I reckon look really cool. That's why I want to get another one. So like I said, I want to do a lot of modifications where I can take the cowl off and add some changes to it all and play around with it. Because like how it sits and how it's designed is dope, but I don't know, it'd be fun to mix and match a bit. So we can slide that stuff into his hand here. If I can get it, great difficulty. There we go, stands there like that with that. So there he is there. So against Meka Knight and his Skel Knight guard, he fits quite well. This is what I wanted to see. We've got Trapjaw, which yes, that looks about right. Trapjaw's just that little bit taller than him, a little bit bigger. Nothing too drastic, but he's meant to be a little bit more menacing henchman. So that's pretty cool there. And then we've got Roboto next to him there. So the size is very interesting comparing them. Roboto definitely is a lot larger, but he's not drastically bigger. They're not trying to make him drastically outproportioned from the rest of this, where some characters can be like really big, really menacing, even if they're a good guy or a bad guy, but they've kept him more. So I imagine this is maybe what his scale is in the film. So seeing him against the characters, he feels very in unison, which is nice. So yes, so that's the range there I managed to pick up. There is a He-Man and Skeletor action twist in this series available as well, which I'm going to look at trying to get my hands on if I can find those. They have more of like a power suit look. They have like a blue. That's like blue power up on them. It was on the back of that box. If I can, kind of down the bottom there, we have He-Man with more of a charged up look, and then Skeletor is a little more bluer. A bit more color apparently as well. Maybe not sure. But he's got a more powered up staff action. So more karate chop twisting action. So, yeah, that's He-Man and Skeletor there now. Got them both together next to each other. So if you've seen the other video, if you haven't, go check out the other video. I'll have it up at the end here in this section. Where are we? Here, somewhere here. You'll see it pop up where my hand is. Go back, you can check out that where we unboxed He-Man, Teela, and Beastman. That was the first wave we got our hands on. This is the second wave we managed to get our hands on, so bring them back in to the shot. But yeah, there as well. So yeah, let me know down below what you think of this set. I kind of like it, especially for the price range as well. They're very cheap and affordable for what they are. Like they're decent quality action figures. Like for the price, I give them a big thumbs up. Like, really good job with what these are compared to, like, even with these. Like, these are still affordable, but these are really affordable. So, big chops to them for that. Like, it's not deterring anyone to get in on these. Like, kids these days, like, it's good quality for kids these days to have their own, like, Masters of the Universe figures. So, definitely, yeah. But anyway, thanks for checking out. If you've waited to the end of the video, thanks for enjoying this. Leave a like, and I'll catch you in the next one. Alright. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, you fools. It's me, Skeletor. Henchmen, you forgot to include me. You are rude as always.